What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here, and welcome back to another game review. Or should I say this time, a demo review. So I'm feeling particularly cozy today. Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a shocker, but I've never owned a cardigan before. I feel like a hipster grandma right now, like with my sparkly cane, like, get over there, you young ones, bippity boppity boo. I don't know what grandmother says bippity boppity boo, but that's apparently me. So today we're going to be going into my review of the demo of Resident Evil Village. Now, there's no spoilers in this. There's not going to be any type of game type spoilers. We're going to be going over more so the mechanics of the PC version versus the Xbox Series X version. I've always wanted to do a comparative demo review for a very long time, and now that my computer can handle said higher graphics, I can actually do the comparative reviews now. So this is the battle of the demos, and we're going to go into it full throttle, full force, full everything. Okay, we're gonna do it. I don't know why I just did that to the camera, but we're going in. Also, I just want to say this energy right here is only one coffee. Hana. Only one. And just as a clarification, again, as with every article, I always have it over here because I can't memorize the script. Okay, it's not that I can't, it's just I won't. So I have it over here just for ease, so if you guys see me looking down, I'm reading the script, aka my article. Let's get into it. The world of gaming during a release of a game has become more diverse and strategic, with many layers encompassing all parts of this well-oiled machine. From the game devs to the graphic designers, from the people who market and advertise the game on YouTube to actually game playthroughers. Not even sure that's a word, but with game playthroughs like myself, like Markiplier, like Jack, like PewDiePie, like a lot of game reviewers and everything like that who go in there and actually give their opinion and thoughts on said game, we have a very well-oiled machine in the way that a game is released, to the marketing, to everything like that. But then there comes in a very final part where things get more cemented, if you will, and that's the game demo. This is the part of the process where you know this is happening. It's like, oh god, oh boy, I can feel it in my bones. It's happening now. There's a release. The game demo shows us a bit of the game where it gets players interested enough to either watch the game or play it themselves. But what I want to know, how different is the game on PC to Xbox? So here's my Xbox rundown of how the playthrough demo worked. So my first playthrough of Resident Evil 8 Village was on the Xbox Series X, and the controls are so much improved from 7. You guys have no idea how finicky the controls were in 7. I mean, for those of you who played it on the Xbox for Resident Evil Biohazard, it controls, I don't know if it was just me, or I think other people have mentioned this too, where like the controls were really finicky in 7. They were a lot more precise, especially when I was shooting at the demons, the vampire demon things down in the chamber of the Dimitris castle. Yeah, the controls on this game are just going to be amazing. I can already tell. They were more precise, they were more accurate whenever you were trying to shoot. It was more accurate in regards to when I was shooting at the knee of the character, because what I noticed in a lot of games is that knee shooting, unless you have aim assist, is damn near impossible a lot of the time. Unless you're on PC. If you're on PC, then it's a lot easier to do knee shooting and head shooting, but for me, I find it a lot more difficult to do the more precise type shooting on console. So they made that a thing. They made the shooting so much better already within the demo, so I'm really excited to see in my playthrough how the shooting is within the rest of the characters and just the rest of the aspects of the game in regards to shooting and control work and all of that fun stuff. The voice acting, from what I've seen as well, was just chef's kiss. It was superb. It actually got me immersed, and it was so well executed and beyond the expectations that I had, because let's be honest, okay, the voice acting in Resident Evil was good. Was it amazing and spectacular to the point of where it got me immersed? Partially, but not all the way. Jack Baker's voice, the way that his voice acting was done, can I just say that was perfect? Like the way that he spoke to Ethan when he said, "Welcome to the family, son," like that, oh my god, iconic. It added to the immersion of the whole experience when I was going through this demo, and the voice acting felt realistic. It felt believable, and that's what we're looking for in a game, something that you can actually sink your teeth into, no pun intended, and you can actually get your whole body and soul immersed into and feel like you're a part of the experience. I hate when games do voice acting that is subpar just to save money anytime or both. It just irritates the hell out of me. So overall, the experience on the Xbox Series X had no faults, and I'm very pleased to say that my experience with the demo on the Xbox was absolutely wonderful. So now we're gonna go into the PC version. And so going into the PC version of Resident Evil 8 Village for the demo, what my first thing was that I saw, my first initial gut reaction and thought was, oh my gosh, the graphics look so much better than on the Xbox. Okay, I want to know, as I tuck in my cardigan, I want to know, how is this possible? An immersive reality, stunning visuals, and somehow the audio was almost better as well on the PC than on the Xbox, which I find kind of funny actually, because I was wearing the same headphones. My chair move. My Razer headphones that I always use, I was wearing the exact same ones on the Xbox that I was with the PC. So I don't know how that's possible that the audio is better for the PC than it is the Xbox. Maybe it's just a placebo effect, who knows. While the audio engineering is wonderful and the graphic experience, can I just say, is absolutely stunning. It was more textured. It was more, I don't know how to even explain it. It was just more immersive, the graphics on the PC than on the Xbox Series X. Now, while like I said, the graphics were really, really amazing on PC, there was a bit of a snag. The controls. So here's my thing with the control work. I really hope that Capcom puts in a patch for the controls, because there were a little bit of different points of where I don't know how to explain this in a way that I understand it in my head, but verbalizing it is a completely different story. So let me start with this. Okay, mouse and keyboard I'm more accustomed to than using a controller, because that's what I grew up with. I didn't really use a controller until the GameCube, and even then I would more primarily use games on a PC than I would a controller. Even in college, I didn't own like a proper console system until Xbox One, which was in 2016. The issue that I had when using the control work in regards to the PC was that up to a certain point, I won't say what, because that will definitely give out a spoiler, but up to a certain point, when you get through the demo, the controls were laggy, the camera would catch on things, meaning I would have to like move the mouse around to get Ethan out of a certain spot. Like, he wouldn't move fast enough, so the mouse would like, it's weird, because it's like the camera would stay in one place and not move quick enough, so like every other time it would work fine, that's how I know it's not the mouse's problem, it's within the demo. And it's weird, because like it's almost like the graphics had to catch up to where I was, if that makes sense at all. So whenever I would move my mouse around to look to a certain direction, after the camera would get stuck. Like it was weird the way the camera work was going with it. And when I would run away from one of the sisters, the camera would kind of like stutter. Like, it's almost like the graphics would like, I don't know, it would like stutter. It would just like not be succinct at all. So on the PC version, there is some patchwork that needs to be done. Some of the game would stall on PC, and I had my settings to full screen and 720p, so it's really interesting that I had most snags with the graphic work where it would stall at points, but not with like the graphics themselves, because the graphics themselves looked absolutely stunning, but in gameplay, when you're running away from a character, that's when it would kind of like be really weird. But overall, I was able to get through with the demo, and my experience was not hindered by this. It happened only once within the demo, so I'm very grateful for that. So here are my final thoughts. While I do love the PC version of the demo for Resident Evil 8 Village does run better on Xbox Series X. Now, I'm saying this is something subjective, because what happened with me, that might not happen to you guys. You guys might have a different experience on PC than I had on PC. Am I surprised that the audio and the visuals were better somewhat than the Xbox? Hell yes. It has me truly taken aback by things, which I will discuss at a later time, not in this article. I feel like it needs its own dedicated discussion on YouTube. All of that being said, I really am so excited that it's already released and out and everybody's enjoying it. I cannot wait for you guys to see the first episode of the playthrough. It's going to be out on Monday. Very excited. I feel like only just yesterday they were teasing about Resident Evil 8 being a thing. Now here it is. Whatever version you get, whether it's on PC or Xbox or PS5, just know that there are bound to be bugs. There are going to be patches being done. Even the best of games have bugs that you can't even see, to the bugs that completely crash the game. So there are different varying types of bugs that happen within a game. Just know that if it does not hinder the progress of your game experience, then you should be okay. Some bugs are downright funny, but no playthrough is ever without any bugs. There's no perfect playthrough, and that's okay. You know, it makes for really interesting experiences, very individual experiences, to say the least. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this demo review, and if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell down below because I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And be sure to stay casually nerdy. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.